sir, thanks so much for being here in Zona Franca channel. My name is Alexander from Lima, Peru, and what I do is try to promote the metal music in the Peruvian community. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm Henrik. I play keyboards in Sonata Arctica.
Well, sir, I would like to know how Sonata Arctica was created.
Well, it was like bands, just a bunch of friends playing in Kemi, Finland, in the northern parts of Finland. And then this was back in 1996. And the guys then started to make their own songs and make demos, got a record deal, and started to record albums. And then after the second album, the keyboard player left, and that opened up the chance for me to join the band. So there was an audition, and it was me and another guy, and we got to audition. So I went up to Kemi, I played some songs and hung out with the guys, and they picked me, and that was in 2002. So I've been in the band for 20 years now.
Wow. So what were your influences, let's say at the beginning of the creation of Sonata, and what are the influences nowadays, if they have been changed?
Well, with the first albums, the main influences were Stratovarius. I think the guys make some demos, and then it was more like rock music. But then Tony, here and songwriter, he heard Stratovarius. I think it was Visions albums. I'm not 100. He heard Stratovarius and thought that this was the greatest thing ever. And then that's why Sonata Arctica started to make this kind of music. I think over the years, then of course there have been different influences, but I think that was the most important one, and that is why the band sounds the way we sound today.
What would you say is the differences that makes so special Sonata among all the metal bands?
I have no idea, but yeah. I think it's the songs that are the main difference, because of course there are so many bands that are really great, write great music, amazing players. Also, like for example in Finland we have so many really great bands touring the world and everything. So I think it's the songs. Somehow Tony writes songs a little bit different, and I don't know how he does it, but always he comes up with something new, and it's a bit different from everybody else, and I think that's the main thing. I think the songs are the things that sets us apart from other bands.
As more than 20 years on the road, like of course Sonata has some ups and some downs, but you learn from the mistakes that probably the band did. So what are some advices that you would like to say to all the bands that are just coming up?
Oh, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is to have fun, because if you don't enjoy doing it, then it's not going to happen. And so I think that's the main thing. Like when you play music together with your friends, you should enjoy it. You should have fun, and try not to think so much about what other people think. That you just do what you feel is right, and play the kind of music you like. I think that's the main thing. And also a lot of bands are really in a hurry, like they want to make the first album now, and then to go on tour and everything like that.
Yeah.
The most important thing is first to learn to play together and enjoy that, and everything else will follow then.
Now this question that I'm gonna ask you is gonna help at least a lot of producers from South America. What differences you can see when a producer say, okay, Sonata, I want you to play in my country, for example, in South America, and when a producer from Europe asks you to play over there, like what makes them different? I don't know, maybe the facilities that they can give to the bands. What do you see?
It's not really about that so much. It's for example, the way it works for us is we have an agent. In Latin America, we have an agent who sells our shows, and then the producers of the shows or the promoters talk with the agent, and they negotiate the contracts, and it's not really up to us. And then after the agent has like negotiated, for example, 10 shows or 20 shows, then he presents to the band, okay, here is this tour, here are where we're going to play, and blah blah blah. And then we either say that okay, let's do it, or we say no. But usually we say yes because we trust our agents. So it's really more a matter of talking with the agent than talking to us, because if we would have to arrange things, then there would be no time for us to play.
That's true. Now, talking about your new release of the album this March 8th, how was that producer? Can you tell me more? Because as I hear, there are 10 songs, and makes me remind me the old Sonata Arctica, you know, the old Sonata style. How was that producer?
Yeah, this time I think we have to go back a little first. We did the previous studio album was called Talviö, and it was a bit softer. We were thinking about doing it. It somehow ended up that way, and I think it was more 70s rock or something like that. And so we decided that we need to do something differently. And of course, we first did that, and then we did 2 acoustic albums. So I don't think we could have done anything softer than that. And then at some point we realized, okay, we need to have some more, you know, fast music and make it harder again, and because after all we are a heavy metal band and not something else. And then every time, of course, when we start with the album, Tony brings some songs, and then we see what he has, and we start to work with them. And most of his songs were really power metal, and he just told us before also, like, guys, now it's happening, now I feel it, you know. And because of course he has to write the kind of music that he likes, you know, and sometimes he wants to try different things, but now he was ready after all the acoustic stuff and everything, so now he was ready to go at it again. And I think the songs were really great, and of course everybody was happy about it. And we started to record, and making power metal music is something that we know how to do, so it was not really a hard album to make.
What is, for you as a musician, the legacy that you want to leave to the people?
I don't know, you know. I think the main thing that I want to do is help people enjoy themselves. You know, if somebody can be happy when I play a song, I think that's what the whole point is. And especially when you play in concerts and you see people smiling, I think that's the main point, you know. So I think being in a band, the most fun I usually have is being on stage and making other people happy. And also, like, look at the world how it is today. There's so many problems and this and that, and people have struggles in their own lives as well. So I think it's very important that every once in a while you can get away from that and, you know, just enjoy being alive for, you know, 1 hour and a half or however long the concert lasts. So I think that is basically what us musicians do. You know, we help people live and, you know, relax for a little bit.
Yes. In those more than 20 years that you are with the band, would you like to tell me if there are a specific moment that you would like to do it again? I don't know, maybe a country that you visit with Sonata, or a concert, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do everything again. But there is I think I played now over 1,000 concerts with Sonata Arctica, and I hope that there will be many more. I think that's going on tour. It's the most fun that we had, and I think every moment, you know, every time you go on stage, you are a little bit different from the last time you went on stage. So it's really fun to experience playing shows now, as opposed to, for example, when we were in our 20s and playing shows, and you see the same stuff, but you see it from a different point of view. So I think this is, I mean, by far this is my dream job, and I really enjoy, you know, seeing the world and playing for people, and then it's also nice to go back home after you've been on tour for a while.
True. And what is something that Sonata Arctica haven't accomplished yet, but they would like to do it probably in this 2024 or in the future?
Well, total world domination. It's yeah. I think yeah, we are of course trying to make the band bigger, and we've been trying for a long time. Sometimes it works, and sometimes
But you're
it
bigger.
doesn't.
For me,
And
you're bigger. No?
yeah, but there's the thing, you can always be bigger. So that's but I think at the moment for us the most important thing is to keep on making music and keeping it interesting, not only for ourselves but also for our fans, and then going out and playing new songs and new music for people. I think that's what makes this fun, and I think that is our goal. For example, now we release the album, go out and play some power metal again. I think, yeah, we're happy to do that.
Nice. And when you came to South America, what make us being so special for you guys? Because of course, people from South America is different from people for USA or Europe. What makes? Yeah. What do you think?
I think the way you are showing your emotions, especially in during shows, it's very unique. Because, for example, in Finland, it's cold and it's dark, and we are always like this. It's like yeah. Are you having fun? Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, so we don't show our emotions in the same way. So that was both surprising and really enjoyable, and especially during the concerts when you play, you feel the energy of the people, and you see a lot of people smiling, and you see like, hey, these guys really enjoying it. And for example, in some other places you play, you're not sure, did you enjoy the show or did you not? But in Latin America, you never have to guess. You know the people like, and you see it. If they don't also. So yeah, I think that's something that's very exciting for us Finnish people, because we don't show emotions so much.
This question that I'm gonna ask you, sir, I do to all the bands, but you have to be very honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
If you have one day left on the earth, just one day left, which artist, dead or alive, and what song, any kind of song, can be rock, pop, jazz, or whatever, you would like to play with?
Yeah. I got asked the similar questions once, and I think I said Deep Purple, but I said if it can be dead or alive, then I would like to play a song with Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix. Nice.
Yeah.
Like it.
I don't know if it would work, but I would try.
True. That's very nice. Yeah. Do you plan, guys, to come in this year or probably in the next year to South America?
Yeah, it's gonna be probably next year.
Nice.
I'm not exactly sure when, but we will have to come, of course, with the new album. And I know we missed Peru last time, so we were there last time maybe 2000, and it's been maybe 5-6 years, something like that. So I hope we can make it back.
Yeah, of course we will. And this question, I mean, this is one of the last ones, is that all I think fans from Sonata wants to hear. As you know, Gianni played with Stratovarius, the bass. There's a possibility that he can play maybe one song with you guys live?
Well, I would say never, but I mean, he was on the tour already and he didn't play, so I think it was really fun. It was really fun to hang out with him, but and we talked of course a lot and had a lot of beers, and because we were on the same bus as well. But I think both for him and for us, it's like that part of his life is pretty much over, and he's now playing other styles of music, and of course playing bass with Stratovarius was interesting as well.
Yeah, man.
But I know, I mean, people are wishing for things, and I would say it's not likely, but I mean, we are on good terms with him, so of course maybe when the band turns 50 years, we bring back all the old members.
Like Queen, like all
and everybody. Yeah.
that will be.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
sir, thanks really so much for this interview. One of the, I don't know, the metal bands when I was in my 12, 13 was Sonata, you know. I love it. I remember when it was winter, I lay down my bed and I start to listen the end of the chapter, you know, like all those time songs. And I really, really love
Yeah.
your music. This is, as a fan, it's an honor, it's a privilege to talk to you. And the last thing I would like to say is,
Thanks.
would you like to invite to the people to listen Zona Franca channel, please?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Hi, this is Henrik from Sonata Arctica. You're listening to Zona Franca channel, right?
Perfect. That
Yeah.
was good, man.
No worries. I also remember when I heard the end of the chapter for the first time, because I was listening. I only saw Sonata live because we were supporting, and then I got the Silence album after that.
Yeah.
When I started to you know, I heard, okay, they need a keyboard, but I started listening to the music, and I heard these songs, and I was like, yeah, I have to get to be in this band, you know,
Yes.
because I thought Silence was a really amazing album. I was like, fuck, I need to get this job, and I'm lucky I got it. So
Yes, yes, yes. I think that those songs are very, with a lyric, very deep, you know? Like you need even to study
yeah,
or you can to listen one and I say, yeah, it's very, very, very interesting. Well,
yeah,
sir,
it's really
I,
cool.
I don't want to take much of your time. Thank you so much. God
No
bless
worries.
you,
Thank
and
you.
hope to see you probably next year or when it's time. And let's take a beer, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I hope to get down there as well as soon as possible.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man. Thank
nice
you.
talking to you. Thank
Bye.
you. Yeah,
See you.
cheers.